as brutal as it might sound, if you don't have website traffic, then you just don't have a business, because traffic equals money. This is how you can get it, because it comes down to three things. The first one being noticed, second being liked, and then being trusted. Now, this is a modern spin on the know, like, and trust principle, and this is how you can make it work for social media, because being noticed only happens when you grab attention. So you have to disrupt their attention span. You have to stop them from scrolling on social media or watching cat videos. But the good news is there's been a huge shift recently, because just a few years ago, the best way to get attention was to present some kind of glamorous lifestyle that looked amazing. But what happened? That became the norm, so everyone else did it. And then it became invisible. It stopped working. And then everyone all just looked the same. And it all really just looked fake. So the good news for you is that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be good looking. I mean, hello, right? You don't have to have some kind of amazing, perfect lifestyle to show off. So you can grab attention exactly as you are right now by just being yourself. Because being authentic grabs attention. Being authentic is interesting. And people connect with that. Okay, so the second one, how do you become liked? It sounds a little bit scary, sounds a little bit difficult, but it's really easy, okay? So you just have to be familiar. And you have to be relatable. And again, it's all about being authentic. By just being who you are right now. You know, you're good enough as you are. And your audience will actually see themselves in you. So don't be afraid to show your weaknesses, show your vulnerability. Just be yourself. Keep in the mistakes. Don't try to be perfect. Perfect isn't interesting. Being authentic is. Okay, so how do you become trusted? This is the biggie, because nobody does business with people they don't trust. If you want to make money, you have to have that trust. So a really good way to do that is to show your expertise. So share useful content, show case studies, tell stories, show the journey. And when you create a schedule, stick to it. So when you say you're going to show up, actually do show up. That's the easiest way to build trust. It's by being consistent. So if you have a blog or a YouTube channel, and if you say that you're going to post once a week, do it. Stick to that. And if you do have a YouTube channel or a blog, then it has to be a minimum of once a week. But on social media, to get that fast traffic, you can post as often as you like. And you probably know that I'm really uncomfortable with social media. You know, I'm a funny sounding, introverted, socially awkward, very private guy. But the thing is, my clients crush it on social media. So I'm going to share my social media plan with you, but I have to give credit where it's due. This is an adapted method from Bushra Azra. Now, she developed this way of doing social media a long time ago. I've put my unique spin on it, and this is what works. And maybe she even picked it up from somebody else, who knows. But the 5 types of social media posts that you can use, well, there's only 5 that you need, so let's break it down. The first one is all about you. And this is where you can share candid shots of yourself, your workplace, your environment, or you can share tiny details of your life, the things you see. So if you go for a brew, if you go for a cup of coffee somewhere, you go for a walk, you know, you can take pictures, just show some of what's going on in your life right now. Or you can show old pictures if you want to, so you can show how far you've come, show the journey. So people will connect with that, and they'll say, well, okay, this is where they started. Life wasn't always like this. So maybe I can achieve similar results too. Now, the second type is all about them, about your audience, about your customers. So share case studies. share life stories, talk about their struggle, their pain points, focus on their fears. But in doing so, you also have to offer hope. So we don't leave them hanging. We make sure that they understand that there really is light at the end of the tunnel, which leads into the third type of social media post, which is all about your product. Now, a little bit of a warning here because most people mess this step up. So they jump into social media and they start posting about their product. They start trying to sell. And that's the wrong way to do it because your customers are just going to tune that stuff out. Everyone else is doing that. It's just noise. No one listens. So you have to create that connection first. So we mix it up. So we don't rely on just trying to sell. We do it in a smart way. So we take industry news, we take statistics, we take data that we can link to your product. So we use that stuff to support your product. So there's a reason for your product to exist. If you can share your own data, your own stats, that's going to give you even more credibility. And also if you can post testimonials from your existing customers, and then that leads into the fourth type of social media post, the why now post. These are designed to create urgency because they inspire, they motivate people to take action right now. It gives them a reason to buy it today. So these posts will focus on the transformation, how your product improves people's lives. So if you can share insights or aha moments from your buyers, not from you, but from your buyers, that's going to create desire for the product. So we focus on the transformation. Another way to use these type of posts is to make a list. So you can tell them how to solve a particular problem. So you might list the top 5 steps that they need to go through. And on that list is going to be your product as well. So that's one of the things they can do to solve the problem. So you're combining value with an offer. When we combine value plus offer, people take action. So you're helping them out for free, and then you're demonstrating that you know what you're talking about, which leads into the 5th type of social media post. These are called why you posts. So these are designed to position you better than any of the other options out there. So these will position you as an industry figure, a leader in your niche. So a really shortcut to achieving that is to make predictions about your industry. And the cool thing is, it doesn't really matter if they're right or not, because people will really only remember the times that you were right. And when you do this, this is going to position you in a much stronger position. Or another way to do these type of posts is to find the best content in your industry and then improve it with a commentary. So you add more value to people. You show them that you really do know what you're talking about, because you're taking the absolute best there is and making it even better. On the flip side, what you can also do is find fault with it. But another word of caution, excuse me, and this is really important, that you should not name and shame people. So you shouldn't criticize people directly. Instead, you only want to talk about the content itself. And when you do that, it makes you look like you really know your stuff. You know, a marketer tried this tactic with me a couple of years ago, but they got it wrong. So instead of just focusing on the content, on my ideas, they made it personal. And as a result, you know, they burned a bridge. What can you say, right? So don't get personal. Focus on the content, the ideas, and come from it from the right place. So you want to improve things. You're not just using it as an opportunity to take someone down or to get personal. Don't do that. Be professional. Keep it just about the content, just the information, just the ideas. And when you do that, people will see that you actually really do care about your industry. You want people to progress, to do better. So be professional. Keep it, keep it friendly, keep it civil, right? And then lastly, if you're serious about growing a popular and profitable website, you're going to need more traffic, right? So I want to give you the traffic methods that I never share on YouTube or anywhere else. You can get them for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below, subscribe to the channel too, hit that little notification bell so you never miss an update from me. And I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.